Bonsoir et bienvenue en MRC Tier 1. Les nouveaux delitos, les meilleurs pilotes au MRC affrontantes seraient hors piste. La dernière fois en Autriche, nous avons vu Kid Dynamite ramener son taureau rouge à la maison en première avec un hamburger. Derrière lui une deuxième et une sévère, une troisième. Les Willy Boys sont rentrés sixième et septième. Aujourd'hui, nous sommes au Castellet dans la sud de la France pour s'amuser en F1. Welcome to a very small provincial airport known as Le Castellet. Please ensure you proceed through security having your passport ready, and for passenger information we have no shops after security, unless you want to eat a ham and cheese everything. Once through security though, I'm going to escort you to a place that only a few people know. It's very psychedelic and it will grip you soft and hard to stop you going in too deep. We're east of Marseille, north of Toulon and west of Crapa das Borels. Basically, you have no idea where we are, but we are at the Circuit Paul Ricard for the invasion of the French Grand Prix. Don't worry, it's not 1939 and the Germans haven't succeeded as Mercedes are slow. The Circuit Paul Ricard's even distribution of high, medium and low speed corners is a key reason why it's one of the most used test circuits in the world. Typical good weather is another. F1 drivers do love the 290km right-hander it's seen in the 5G joyride of the following Basso Bend. While the circuit's 2018 return to the calendar shows that the French Grand Prix track is a bit of an overtaken gem. Two DRS zones this evening, folks. One down the pit straight into turn one, the other down the first half of the Mistral chicane into the north chicane, or Mistral straight, sorry, into the north chicane. Will ensure plenty of opportunities. Last time we were in France, which was just a few moments ago. We try not to come here often for obvious reasons. Tier 2 was the star of the show with significant action in the final 3 laps after a late safety car, and tonight it was even more in the opening 2 corners. Now, the track is known for its distinctive black and blue runoff areas. Ultimately known as the Blue Zone, the runoff surface consists of a mixture of asphalt and tungsten used instead of gravel traps, as common at other circuits. And then we have the Red Zone with a more abrasive surface, and then the final Tech Crow barriers. Tonight we're going to take you on a cultural MRC University tour of France. I mean, let's be honest, it's a bit of a boring country, only useful for allowing the Germans to overdo it on their holiday in 1939. But will we see anxiety in their Dordogne, the Piggery in Haute-Vienne, and La Baffe in the Vosges? Now, tonight I am joined by our very own Roi de Monza, Erin do Brazil, but also his gross serpent. It's the King Conda that is Connor. That means, Connor, that you are the King of Monza and the Queen of Brazil. How are you?
Queen of Brazil.
You are the Queen of Brazil. That is exactly what I am calling you.
I mean, you could just call me Ayrton, really, couldn't you? But,
Well, I could call you many
hates,
things.
For someone who hates France, you really did talk a lot of French there.
Yeah, of course. It's a misconception that's of me, of my love with the French, as we well know.
We've got Martin talking French in YouTube chat as well.
Oh, well, we're going to have to go and have a look at the Le Tube chat, as I call it.
And Baby Gab's in there talking about your rambling in French as well.
Ah, yes, the rambling in French. Well, he is a Rangers fan. He's at home in this essence of blue, white and red, as Bergen has just gone to the top of the timesheets, 131.9 in...
Classic.
In that, well, that car, it's rubbish anyway. Yeah, Kid Dynamite is in my parent team at the moment, and he's a Red Bull winner last time out in Austria. Nick BT goes second, and G-Star is a very slow third, although that will just be a banker lap most likely for him. Let's see what Kid D can do. So we're going to call him.
We need a nickname.
Oh, don't you worry, we've got many nicknames to come.
The man in the Ferrari that isn't Saviour.
Well, I don't worry, I've got some form of God only knows what we're going to go, but we'll go there. There it is, look, Kid D's just gone 131.5. Happy days for Kid D.
Incredible times to
They
start
really
off
are. Johnny's up there in third as well. There's a man who likes to get his baguette out, Chris Bailey.
He loves it.
He does. On with the man of the triple world champion. Well, triple tier 1 champion. Not of the world. Jay Sarge. He's taken his demotion to Alfa Romeo. He's taken it quite well.
Well, I mean, last season he didn't have the greatest season ever, did he? But,
no,
I mean, it is a bit silly demoting a 3-time champ.
Oh, he just hopped over the chicane there. Well, I mean, to be fair, it could be worse. I'm just going to call this person Viscount. Vifix Cutter. as Viscount.
I was just going to call him Fix, to be honest.
Fix. I wouldn't use that in the context of
Fix
Ferrari. Yeah, that's it. Saviour, his teammate, is just coming round in the other LaFerrari as we come to Sector 2. Been a while since I've been doing Tier 1. I've been let loose. And the great thing is, and do you know what, Connor? In about, 27 seconds, it's 9 PM, which means the watershed, which means I can say whatever I like. Here we go.
Who allowed you to do this?
It's what happens these days, to be perfectly honest. Right, what's Martin saying? Je voudrais acheter un croque, madame, s'il vous plaît. There you go. Whatever I've just said is no worse than what he's made me say before, to be perfectly honest.
I mean, you should someone what he made me say on Charity Stream.
Well, that's true. SW does have a qualifying ban, which is why SW is remaining in the pits. Here is the final Mercedes of Mr. Mike. Currently going through that first sector. Nice, tight and twisty. I mean, it's a triangle, is that car. I mean, it'll get blown over by the wind, ultimately. Bear in mind, folks...
It looks like a... what was I going to say?
A horrible thing?
Yeah, that.
Yeah. I mean, see, to be fair, I think a Reliant Robin would do better than that Mercedes.
It looks like a man with his arms amputated.
Oh, God.
That's what it looks like.
Can I just say, I thought I would be the one that would make the most controversial comment. You've literally just blown me out of the water with that one.
That's what the Mercedes looks like. It's got no arms. It looks...
Well, I would have said it's a bit sort of thin on top, but I wouldn't have quite necessarily gone with the assumption you just made there. But anyway, we'll move on from that. Let's see what Mike can do.
We weren't getting taken down before we are now.
No, yep, exactly. I thought it was me that was going to get into trouble. No! There we go. Right, let's see what he can do. Is he going to come across the line? Is he going to be able to beat Kid D? No, he's not. What's he going to do? A 33? Does a 33.4. Puts him 15th at the moment. Mr. Hodgson, Helmet Hodgson, is in 13th. Mark Ainley 12th. J Sarge in 10th. He's back out on his little Ferrari wannabe. Saviour! Yeah. We like Saviour. Yeah, we like Saviour. Saviour, I thought Saviour was Spanish. For a long time I thought he was Spanish. I've only recently learned that he's in German. Well, he's a German.
I thought he was Dutch.
So basically what we're saying, Connor, is we've absolutely just no clue of the nationalities of our drivers.
It wasn't until he won the title and he put Danke in the general chat that I worked out in German.
Well, Camo Ballboy was just on a lap there. He was in a bit of a DRS train there. There was an Alpine in front of him and then a Red Bull, but he went straight on at the chicane. There is Chris Bailey. He has invalidated himself. Here is Ollie in his Haas.
Is it fair to mention about Damalet making his return to Tier 1 and in P6?
He's doing not too bad so far.
That's a good little lap,
yeah,
isn't it?
I mean, it's just a shame he's in that car, to be honest, but...
He's 2,000ths off the snort hole himself. So.
I know. I'll tell you one thing. Ollie's doing a cracker of a given where... I thought Saviour was a Romulan. I love the Star Treks we're going to get into here today, folks. Ollie's, I mean, considering some of them, I think Ollie will maybe shoot me for saying this, but given some of the challenges in the 2021 game and that over the last couple of seasons, to see him back up and running is good in 2022. That's a good thing to see. So yes. We will keep that going. The cockle picker himself is second. Kid D is continuing his good run. He's just about to start. So let's jump on board with the Red Bull as he comes down into the first corner at Verrier. Now turn 2, that little hump over as they come down into 3 and 4. 4 is called Hotel, because there isn't a hotel there. But ultimately then coming down into Camp. Again, really drop it down maybe into second. No, he upshifts into 4. Wow. No, surely not. There we go.
He's nearly 3/10 up in the first sector.
I think we had a little glitch there. He was upshifting into 4th gear, but then coming down the Mistral straight opens up the DRS. The letterbox is open wide in that Red Bull, and then he's going to break down into the Montreal chicane, and nicely done there. Tell you one thing, the audio is cracking as always. There we go. Anyway, coming down the second part of the Mistral chicane, coming into the right-hander of Scene. Right-handers, does he left? No, not that you would expect at all, as he then comes down into the Beauce. Again, this corner, multiple ways to take it. But he is going to make sure he's lined up for Bendor. They need to change the name of that corner. It's Bendor. We're now going to... And Bendor's caught him out! I really should stop laughing. Bendor has spun Kid D, so the Kid of D has been spun by the Bendor. Coming now down into Garlaban. What? I don't know what I said, to be perfectly honest.
Sarge is up to P4.
Sarge is up to P4, and he managed to make his way around the Bendor successfully without any issues. Kid D, take note.
Kiddie has gone round.
Well, I mean, it was Kid D went round. I just might not have quite emphasised the D at the end of it, to be perfectly honest. Right, Ollie is on his outlap. Let's see what Damalek can do. Well, nothing, because he's already invalidated. Here comes Hamburger in his McLaren. Let's jump on board with the McLaren Mercedes boy. Let's see what he can do. And nicely done there as he's coming down into Camp and Stay Boom corner. Tell you one thing, I don't know whether it's just me, and people will be seeing it on the stream, but some of the engine sounds are a little bit questionable.
Yeah, there's a massive sound glitch.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll keep an eye on that. Jean-Luc Picard is French. Yes, Captain Jean-Luc Picard of the Starship Enterprise NCC 1701D, I think it was. But anyway, G-Star goes up into 5th. The Haas is 5th and 6th. Let's see what LRL can do. He's 0.3 of a second down now, though. This isn't going to pop him anywhere near where he wants to be.
The Slayer just popped it into P12.
Yeah, that's good from the Slayer there. Oh, I'll tell you one thing. The Hamburger's thingy, but can he make it round Bendor successfully? That's the question. He's wide out the Bendor, but yes, he does. He gets out into Garlaban. We are not going on board with anyone. That engine quality sound is horrific. So guess what, folks? Off board, and that McLaren goes on. There's Saviour. He's invalidated. Saviour, get it right.
He was going to say something else then. But Bergen's on a lap. Our favourite couple picker from Morecambe.
Well, Bergen is on a lap. There he is.
On my screen it says he's sector. Why is it showing he's slow while I'm on board with Bergen?
Because they want to. Here's our favourite Finnish driver of MRC. It is Tommy Mäkinen himself. Martin, I tell Saviour that he thought he was Romulan, but he doesn't understand what you're meaning. Okay, the Romulans are a character from the Star Trek franchise, and the Romulans were featured as part of the rebooted Star Trek movie in 2009 starring Chris Pine and Zachary Quinto, and the evil baddie in that particular movie, I can't remember his name, he was a Romulan because Romulus got destroyed. Google Romulan. There you go. Educational as always.
See, MRC University at its finest.
Wait a minute, we've not even got to the proper university stuff yet. Eugenie is on a fast lap at the moment in Sector 1, D and E. D and D?
I'm watching Camo Bald Boy have the most incredible outlap of his life.
He might need to.
No, I've just seen tracks extended.
Ah,
and created.
Wow. Did he go in the blue zone?
Yeah, and he also spun in the blue zone.
That's not what you want.
In the red zone.
He's in the danger zone. Let's see what Eugenie can do. What? Gavin, it's not Mäkinen, it's Makimis. Tommy Makimis. What? In English, it's no, wait a minute. Mäkinen? Tommy Mäkinen?
You confused the creator a bit now.
So confused in general. I'll tell you who is confused. Eugenie's confused where the actual limits of the track are. Because that Red Bull got all out of shape. The front end snapped on it, and he has invalidated himself. J Sarge in the Alfa Romeo looking to make amends and go back to Ferrari at some point is on his outlap. Ollie has... Well, oh no, there he is. He's obviously went wide as well. People are struggling in these track limits. And maybe it's just the new game handling.
I think this track is just a hard track in general because it's so easy to just extend that little bit and gain yourself some time, isn't it? And then you push it slightly over and that's it. That's the penalty.
Look at that beautiful car, Connor. The Slayer's driving. It's an Alpha Tauri.
Yeah, that's absolutely awful. I was sick of the sight of that on Wednesday.
Oh well. To be fair, we did, between me and Simba, we did try and give you a nice sort of sandwich feeling between two Alpha Towers.
Filling in, and then my internet went, and I.
Well, that's true.
Because I was like, no, thank you.
To be fair, we were doing quite good, because you and me had a little battle through 5 and 6, and we gave each other a nice racing space.
It was the scariest moment of my life. I screamed. Do you remember my scream?
Yes. You squeal like a banshee's child.
I was terrified.
Which sounds more wrong than it is. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway. Nick BT in the Alpine is 17th. That's about where they belong, because the other Alpine's in 19th, so quite rightly they're down there. Bergen is on an out lap. 1 minute 50 to go.
Favourite Polish man on the lap, and he's gone into 4th.
He has. Damalek's done really well. Good on him. Eugoni in 3rd. Kid Dynamite, is he coming out? I don't think he is. I think that is going to be him, so therefore the battle for pole. Let's put it this way. He's 4.5 tenths clear of this man. Bergen. Got yellow in sector 1. One of the Alston Martins possibly have gone round. Eugoni's on an outlap. He's struggling to actually keep it straight. Jay Sarge there coming through La Beauce before he goes up to the Bend door. They really need to change that name, because we've seen a couple of people.
Ever allow you to have a name like that.
We've seen a couple of people spinning at Bend door earlier on in Tier 2. Carl was one of them, as was Tom Brown. Here comes.
A lot of spins in Tier 2
we did.
In general, to be honest.
We did indeed. Ollie's coming out, and he is just deciding that track limits don't apply to him. So I think he was a bit late in coming out, because Ollie, as we're going to go away, because frankly, that's just, we don't want that.
We don't want to see that. But everyone's favourite Reese has just gone into P4. I don't know why I'm calling everyone's favourite, but
yeah, I don't know why anyway. Either on, we're on board with the Williams of Christopher Bailey. The only time you'll probably hear me call him by his proper name.
I was like, who?
Yes, Christopher Bailey. Let's see what he can do in the very stripped back Williams. Nicely done, actually, in this first sector from him so far. Quite nicely done. Nicely turned in there, not running too wide. He's 1/10.5 quicker at the moment, so would maybe push him 9th. Tell you what, in France, midfield isn't where you really want to start.
It definitely isn't what we saw in Tier 2, especially.
No, definitely. Near enough 2 seconds separate the field, which is quite a big spread in Tier 1. Chris Bailey there utilising the rear end brake, and he's got an Alpine in front of him that's going to get out of the way.
Well, Mr. Kid Dynamite is done for the session. Saviour's into T2 as well.
Saviour, well done, my friend. Well done, fellow Ferrari driver for the charity race. I support you. I'm impartial. Let's see what Chris can do, because he was 0.3 of a second quicker, and that would promote him into 10th at the moment. MTO's retired as well. Eugoni, stop showing off. Don't know where MTO lost it. MTO lost it down at turn 5 and 6, I think. So let's see what Bailey can do as he comes through. He ran wide into the final part. It's going to compromise him coming out onto the straight. And here he comes again. Let's see, he's got to beat a 132.3. Is he going to be able to do it in the 31s? He goes 3rd. He found a nice lot of time there. So, well done.
3-4.
Yeah, that's unacceptable. Eugoni's there. Let's see, is Eugoni quicker at the moment? He's in sector 3, but he's so far back he's invalidated. G-Star invalidated. Camel Ball Boy. Yep. Let's see what Camel BB can do, or CBBs. That's his new name, CBBs.
Yep.
Yep.
That's a good one, actually.
Yeah, CBBs. CBBs is in the Mercedes as he comes across the line. Can CBBs improve? He does. He goes 4th. He splits the Williams. So a good lap there from CBBs. And that is it, folks. Everyone has finished. Well, unless Saviour's decided no, he's gone into the pits lane as well. So there you have it, folks. Kid Dynamite takes pole position here at the Paul Ricard circuit. Saviour alongside him on the front row in the Ferrari. Chris Bailey and CBBs take 3rd and 4th. Coco Picker, the best man in Morecambe, is 5th. Eugoni is in 6th. Reese Whitcomb. It almost sounds a bit like a sugar. The Reese Whitcomb sugar, white sugar or brown sugar. 7th, Damalek Dambusters is in 8th. The Ferrari Reject is in 9th. G-Star is in 10th, Womax is in 11th, Ollie is in 12th. The two McLarens, 13th and 14th, Hamburger and Helmut Hodge. The Slayer has not quite slayed the field tonight. Ainsley Harriott is in 16th, and Viscount, the Mint Viscount, is in 17th, Nick BT 18th, MTO finishes 19th, and SW didn't qualify because he had a qualifying ban, so therefore he is 20th. Right.
Solid field.
Yeah, literally the YouTube chat is just Martin Hills. Pretty much.
Well, Stu Vine's just popped in with a hi.
Oh, he has, a hi. What is he? Is he advertising this hi business phone? Hi.
Probably. You just never know, do you?
No, we never do. Mandy, hello Mandy. RFC Danny, we love Baby Gav. There we go. People, qualifying times are in front for you. There you go, you can have a look at them. You've seen them before. There you go.
Yeah. One thing we learned in Tier 2 is that we have... I would start on the hards because we saw a lot of people go early because their tyres went very quickly in Tier 2. So,
yeah, I would agree with that. I think hards are a good tyre. We've seen them in Austria work to good effect. I think making the hards go quite a long distance, maybe do what they did in Tier 2 and run and put the mediums on in the final lap or so. Maybe that's the right way to go. Who knows? Yeah. But I'll tell you one thing, the new patch, new handling, performance. We've got a new name, Austin Arnold. Nick 18th to 3rd. So Austin Arnold, Hey Arnold as we're going to call him, is predicting that Nick BT is going to get 3rd.
I'm going to
Carl Edens.
Make an absolutely out of this world guess, but I think he might be friends with Nick.
Really?
Yeah.
I think that's a quality guess. I think it is a quality guess. I believe we will see what is what, but over the next however long we have, 27 laps worth, let's put it that way, we have lots to see, lots to do. Who is going to go onto what tyres? Remember, formation lap is immersive, therefore you do have to drive into your own pit box, and remember, if we do have a virtual safety car, the cars will drive at 40% slower than their normal lap times. They will be driving to a delta, and as soon as VSC finishes, they will get DRS. If it is a full safety car, then DRS starts 2 laps after. CBBS is getting awfully excited to get off the line.
I was literally just about to point that out myself.
He's getting awfully excited. There we are. So let's just have a look actually at tyres, because it's one of the things. Ooh! Viscount, the Mint Viscount, has decided to go on the soft compound tyres, which Martin Hill says they are slower than the hards within 3 laps. They are awful, is what he says.
I think that was pretty clear in the Tier 2 race.
Yeah, 100%. Carl Edens is just on another planet, because he says Williams are going to get a 1-2. Bailey followed by Bergen.
Where does this Williams fan club come from?
Do you know why it's, Connor? It's because people feel sorry for them. That's why. There's got to be. The rest of them on hards. Interestingly, the top 3 on mediums. CBBS in 4th is the only hard run in the top 5. Bergen and Ujoni on the mediums. Reese Whitcomb's Silver Sugar is in 7th. Damalek and J Sarge on the mediums as well. Tommy Backman, Backmazo says, I think Saviour's going to do what Leclerc couldn't do yesterday. That's a possible. Saviour could win this, but Kid Dynamite won in Austria.
He did. He's looked very quick on this game.
He
had 3 tenths over anyone in qualifying as well there, so...
What is this? These people calling Bailey for the win. Now we've got a man called Adam Noon Chapman.
Yeah, I think Bailey is... We've got a Bailey fan club now.
Oh... Ryan, our very own red car of the Ramboville, has said, I'm hearing rain is a few laps away.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. It is very overcast.
Well, it is.
Very overcast the whole of Tier 2 as well.
It was. It was indeed. I mean, we will see what happens, ultimately, because we are getting ready.
Though, Mr. Viscount Biscuit probably won't suffer too much, and if anything, it might help him with all those hard runners around him.
It might do, yep, you're right. It's just interesting watching people line up on the grid. Nobody actually necessarily points their car at another driver. Everyone seems to just face straight. I like to point in Austria, I was pointing my car at an angle.
Yeah, I know. Straight directed at me. I was like, lovely, cheers.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's it. Simba has arrived with the Banshee and the Cocker Spaniel. MTO has been disqualified, but he will get back in his place. We are getting ready for the lights out sequence. And for the first time this season, after my internet confounded issues last week, I will actually be able to do it. Yeah,
underway.
We are. Because we are getting ready, folks. Hello, Milan Van Vicen. If I pronounced that incorrectly, I'm not apologising. Anyway, here we go. Getting ready. Emirates fly better. At the moment, we're flying nowhere. Why are we flying nowhere? We genuinely have green. Everyone is lined up. I am hoping that the race director has just fallen asleep.
Is that you?
Nope, it's not me yet. We'll just keep an eye. Don't worry, folks, we've got plenty of information and detail if we have to.
I am going to take a picture of the starting grid very quickly.
Yes.
Just in case worst comes to worst.
That is fine, ladies and gentlemen. If things do go to the worst, we will find out. We are just hoping that our friend, the race director, will keep us happy. We may be into the red flag situation. Simba has just put red flag. I think we will be going to red flag scenario to restart the race. We'll give it another 30 seconds and then we will confirm. But ladies and gentlemen, the joys of internet streaming on F1 games where the drivers are lining up on the grid. They will not be going for red lights shortly. We will be red flagging. So drivers, if you are listening, please do exit the session. We will be back with you, and for those who are tuned into the stream, you will get a part 2 of this very quickly. Red flag, race is abandoned. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be back with you very shortly indeed.